What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Circus here. Today on the left side here, we're going to have PK. Jake's been operating this deck for a long time now. This is his deck of the format. He thinks it's a very good deck. I really like the deck, to be honest. I think it's really cool. We don't see any landscapes, which is like the biggest problem on the deck. And on the right side here, we have Dana on the Darkworld deck. Danger Darkworld, one of my favorite decks of all time, to be honest. But I actually have no idea how this match is going to be. For some reason, I think that the PK player is going to be able to take it. Being able to fog blade one of those powerful monsters here is pretty crazy. But before we dive in, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and well, PK is going to go first here with an adventurer, being able to summon out that right of Aramis, which adventurer PK. The what's his face is called. The temple is a level 3, which is pretty busted as well. This is an extender here. So we're going to see the Griffin Rider already in the hand here. So we're going to be able to search for the extender, being able to summon out, getting that Draco back, and then we're going to be searching for the temple here. Then we'll be discarding the Draco back, and then we're going to be able to summon out the temple here. And we're going to be able to normal summon out the boots. This is what I mean. Link 3 here, or Link 2 into the Cherubini. Cherubini will be able to activate sending the BA stuff here. We're going to be making a Rusty here. Then we're going to be able to summon back out the Cherubini. And he remembered here, which is pretty crazy. And don't forget that, we can activate the effect of Rusty to send Torn Scales to be able to set the Fog Blade. And then we can activate to banish, which will be able to let us search. And we're going to be summoning out the Torn Scales from the graveyard as well here, which is pretty nice. And searching for Right of Aramis here is crazy as well, because guess what? Free summon level 3. Let's go. Torn Scales here, and we're going to be discarding the Dark Ruler no more to dump itself the cloak. Cloak effects can activate, searching for the boot, and we can special summon out the boots here because we did normal summon it before, which is very nice here. And then we'll be able to XYZ summon so that these Torn Scales will go back to the graveyard, going for a Break Sword. Then we're going to be activating the effect because XYZ was summoned, Dark XYZ. We can pop one card on the field, pop in the Break Sword graveyard effect. Going to summon 2 of the PK monsters in level 3, and then turn them to level 4, and then we're going to overlay for an Evil Swarm Nightmare, I think. Setting 2 more cards and passing. Pretty much a full board here. We're going to be seeing Genta, going to be searching for the Darkworld field spell here. Both these players know what all these cards do, so we're going to see them speeding through these combos here. We're only 3 minutes into the video, and we have a full-on PK Adventurer board right now. That's insane. We're going to see Gates can activate its effect, banishing the Genta, setting the Rainbow. Then we're going to be Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2. Searching for the Grapha here and summoning out the Genta. We're going to tag out for the Rainbow there, so that we can activate the Genta once again in the hand. Activating it to be able to search for the field spell. And we're going to see Gates over Gates here. And we're going to try to pop the... They're going to be Griffin negating this time. Okay. That makes sense, being the advantage is so crazy. Activating Triple Tactics Thrust. This is insane. We can search for any card we need here. We can search for, if we have Duster in their main deck, this is going to go hard. But we don't see Duster. Instead, we see the card destruction here. Can you card destruction with only one card, with no cards in your hand, is a question. We're going to be seeing Allure of Darkness here, and they're going to be asking that question right there. I actually don't know this. Can you card destruction? I think you can, because the card destruction's word says each player discards, so I think you can 100% do that. As long as someone's able to do it, it works. That makes sense to me. We're going to be Allure of Darknessing and banishing the 2 Sinoko, draw 2. Activating Darkworld Ascension here, making the Grapha, and then little Grapha is going to activate as well as the Rainbow. They're going to be negating with the the Nightmare here. And then they're going to be chaining the Grapha to that as well, so that the effect is going to become discard 1 card. Unless they chain a Fogblade, because Fogblade can negate. We are going to be seeing the Fogblade negate. So then that's going to be turning it so it does not. It's going to flip it face down here. Then we're going to be, Rainbow's going to be searching for the Silva there and that beautiful secret rare. They're going to activate card destruction here, getting rid of 3 cards, I believe. And then Silva's going to be able to summon itself out. Then we're going to be seeing the Rainbow and the Bigfoot activate here, popping the Nightmare. Now that was a little bit of a nightmare there. And then we're going to be summoning out the or searching for the Jackalope off of the Nessie. Tag out into Rainbow, tag out into Grapha here. We're going to activate the Jackalope. Let's see what we hit. It's crazy. Like, they have 6 cards in hand right now. That's insane. Hitting the Rainbow here, being able to summon out and draw a card. Now we're going to get the Rainbow Search as well here. Looking in the graveyard, if they have anything else they can activate here, they're going to be able to search for either a Grapha or a Silva here. Going for that second Silva. Very, very nice. They're going to activate a Mothman here. Still in that 6 cards in hand. That's pretty crazy. It's going to hit the Mothman. That's kind of wild. They're going to be able to draw and then discard. And they discard a Book of Eclipse here. They're going to discard the Grapha. They're going to activate the Grapha targeting. And they're going to chain the Book of Eclipse that was set. Wow. Sounds like only 1 set card they have to get rid of, essentially. But, Rusty will be able to, or I guess not Rusty, but the Fogblade will be able to banish to summon back out the Torn Scales. But the Knight there, which will be able to the Phantom Knight to be able to pop a card each, essentially. We're going to go Battle Phase, and we're going to be seeing Grapha going to attack into the Cherubini. Cherubini's going to protect yourself by sending the Draco back to the graveyard. Draco back's going to re-equip to the token here. And then End Phase, all those cards are going to flip up, and he's going to draw 4. But that does make the Grapha Fusions live again. Then they're going to be discarding the Zephyroboros and then a Chupacabra, I think. Or they're going to be, okay, they're going to be discarding the Nessie. And then they're going to be discarding the Bigfoot here. And Bigfoot's going to be popping the token. Okay. Here we're going to see Fogblade going to be activating, summoning out the Knight, and then Rusty's going to be able to pop the back row. We're going to be chaining the effect of Grapha and chaining another Fogblade once again here. And then we're going to see Torn Scale summon itself out because a monster was banished, or a PK card was banished, I should say. And then they're going to be drawing for turn. We do see the Salamander in the hand as well, which is pretty interesting. Do they have enough gas is the question. Like, what can they really do here? They're going to activate the Fateful effect here, being able to search for Griffin and then negate. And this negates a normal spell or monster effect or a regular trap effect. We're going to be searching for the Temple here. Discarding Temple, searching for the right. Or there's no way they just discarded the Temple from their hand. They're going to be activating the effect of Rusty to send the Cloak to the graveyard. Or that was Torn Scales effect. We're going to activate the Rusty effect now, sending the Gloves to the graveyard and setting another copy of Fogblade, I think it was. There's no way that was Wings. I mean, it could be. It could be the 3rd Fogblade, I think. We're going to see the Boots being banished here to search for the Wings. So that is a 3rd Fogblade set there. They're going to activate the... Oh, it's a Shade Brigandine. Okay. summoning itself out because they control no traps in the graveyard. And they're going to be able to link someone into the Unicorn. Unicorn effect, send the wings. And then you're going to be shuffling back that Graph of Fusion here, which is going to make the Fog Blade fall off. Wow. And they can go to Access Code here too. They can just go Unicorn, Break Sword into Access Code, and then I mean, they only have a 1-pop access code, but at the same point, they'll be able to pop more cards with the Fog Blade and Rusty. With the Rite of Aramis here, I completely forgot about that card. Wow. Then we're going to summon the Griffin. So they drew Griffin Rider for turn. That's crazy. They also summoned the token in defense position, which is kind of weird. They're going to be banishing both to go into Unicorn effect, or no Unicorn effect. They're going to be linking those away to Access Code. Access Code is going to gain 300. You're going to be able to banish the Phoenix, banish the Unicorn as well to pop 2 cards, and this should be game. We're going to be seeing the Fog Blade summoned back out, and it's not a rank. It's not a rank monster, so they can't do it, but they just summon out 2 more, which then they can just go into the XYZ. They boosted it by 600, turning into defense position, and then they're going to be able to summon out the level 3, or the rank 3, and then Bob. And that's going to be game. So game 2 over here. We saw some pretty crazy combos. Both decks are heavy combo decks. Fog Blade is pretty much a control card, but PK is very much combo. I guess you could maybe call it mid-range, but I feel like it's just a combo deck, to be honest. But what do I know? Moving on into game 2 here. I feel like PK kind of sucks going second, but we saw those cards like Book of Eclipse in there that definitely changes the game. And if Darkworld ends up bricking, PK can just sweep. So you might be seeing a 2-0 sweep here. Or they can play I think it's what? We saw Darkworld No Mores. We saw Book of Eclipse. Just that's pretty nice board breakers right there. As well as, being able to discard. That's what I liked about PK. Is you're able to discard the what cards you don't need. Rather than discarding an Ash Blossom, which can be a low impact hand trap, just being able to Dark Ruler, and if you just go first, you're able to pitch Dark Ruler off of the Torn Scales. It just feels so much nicer than discarding an Ash Blossom essentially. But diving into game 2 here, Darkworld's going to be choosing to go first, and that hand does not look too great. They're going to be setting 1 card, activating a Danger, and they hit the Danger itself. Wow. Nessie's going to activate, getting a second chance, though, at this Danger activation. Going for the Mothman. Mothman's pretty risky right now, because they can activate, and let's say they hit, let's say it goes to the graveyard. So it doesn't go to graveyard here, but let's say it does. If it did hit the graveyard, they could actually discard a Torn Scales or any crazy other card they can. And they're going to set 3 pass. Yeah, this game is PKs. I'm going to 100% say that this game is getting swept by PK here. We're going to see Fateful Adventure, so we have 1 brick in the hand. Then we're going to see a Snake. That's what I mean. If you just discard Snake here. If let's say they hit Mothman, they discard Snake. That's so free. Hitting the Nib. Okay, we like that. We'll take that. Summoning Snake, and then they're going to be able to activate the effect or draw. And then they will search off of Fateful, but they're going to get hit with Shared Ride here. So you're going to search for Draco back, and then you're going to be drawing a card. That's kind of crazy. So can they OTK through this is the question. This is Maxi at home. So every time they add a card to their hand, they'll be able to search, I think it is. It's funny how we see dangers on the field. I miss danger format, to be honest. When people were playing Orcus, Dangers, and stuff like that, that was a good time. Eternal format, I love me some of that. So they're going to search for the Griffin Rider here, drawing another card. They're going to activate Temple, draw a card, getting that right. And we see a little bit of laughter here, like, okay, this is literally maxi, but whenever you draw, activating the Fateful, summon out that token in attack position. So we are going to be trying to go for game here. I mean, we have 4,000 on the field if we summon out the Griffin Rider, and then we have whatever Snake is. We're going to see the Griffin Rider summon itself out here. Do we have another level 3 extender is the question. We haven't normal summoned. I guess we also have to realize, like, what are the back row? 4 in hand currently of the Darkworld player. So if they do not OTK, they're going to be able to go crazy right now. They have the Draco back in the hand as well. Activating the bouncing back that spell card. They're going to normal summon Ash. Ash is a level 3 extender. At this point, it's level 3. Look at the Cherubini. Cherubini effect is going to be sending the BAs, so keeping them in going second too. Sending the Graph. Graph's going to summon the Seer. And they're going to be able to go right into the Rusty. It's going to summon out the whatever her name, Cherubini there. They're going to activate the effect of Rusty. Sending probably Tornscales, Boots, or Cloak. Sending the Cloak to the graveyard, okay. And then they'll be able to put the Shade Brigandine probably on the field here. They're going to banish to search for the Boots. I thought it sends the set. I thought that's what Rusty's effect was. They're going to summon out the Boots here, so I feel like there should be a set Fogblade here or something. I'm pretty sure Rusty says send to the graveyard to set a trap card, but then they're going to go into the Unicorn. Unicorn effect going to be sending the Ash Blossom to the graveyard, shuffling back that other back row. But this is not enough for game, is it? We're going to be seeing a Baldrake banish. They're going to link away into the Access Code, and Access Code is going to be game here. We are going to be seeing them pop the Mothman, draw a card, and going to be game right there. So we did see PK end up taking the 2-0. Darkworld did not open too well, but hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And if you guys want to see any more decks or any other, duels, any other play profiles, let me know in the comment section below. And we'll see you soon. Stay safe. Peace.